As you see, we're playing Chicken Little on the Xbox Series X. This is one of my childhood games, and yes, I know Microsoft has discontinued the backwards compatibility program due to copyright and licensing, I think. But here are the games that I would love to see backwards compatible on the Xbox Series X. Like, starting off with the Xbox original games. Keep in mind, these were my childhood games. I wasn't allowed to have a PS2, the Xbox original. I wasn't allowed to play rated M games at the time because they're too violent for me, my mom said. But I would love to see the first Madagascar game come from to backwards compatibility, and it was a fun game. Like, play as each of the characters: Mari, Gloria, Malin, Alex, the Penguin, and they also had their own linear levels, but they also had some liberties. Like, there were some characters that you didn't see in the movie, that like a Warthog. I think his name was Wilbur. He had a crush on Gloria, and it was a fun game, and I kind of miss it. Moving on, Over the Hedge, which is basically Over the Hedge too, because I'm not sure if it's canon with the movie, but it starts off at the end of the first movie, and then it's basically a sequel. It was two-player co-op. You play as Stella, RJ, Byrne, and Hammy. And it was actually a really fun game to play. It had boss fights. A little difficult, but not too much. Next game I would like to see The Incredibles 1 and 2 and Rise of the Emma Miner. The first one's a really good single player based off the movie. And the second one was used to be canon before Incredibles 2 came out. Two-player co-op, one replays Mr. Incredible, and you play as Frozo, I think that's his name. It was a really fun, at the time, sequel video game for a movie-based game, Rise of the Underminer. And I would love to play that with my brothers, recreate those memories, this time as an adult. And for Xbox 360 games, I would love to see backwards compatible. I would love to see The Sims 3 console edition backwards compatible on Xbox, even though it's a downgraded version. It was still enjoyable. I missed the whole superpowers. Plus, I think Sims 3 is a much better game than Sims 4. And that is pretty much it. What I like to see backwards compatible for my childhood and from my pre-teen to into my teen. That's pretty much it. One last Xbox original game, codename Kids Next Door Operation video game. That game is one of my favorites on the GameCube. And it was on Xbox original and PS2, so I'd love to see that game again. Anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and enjoy the remaining gameplay. This will be the last video with commentary, but it just ends with remaining gameplay.